Hi, I'm Kristen with the Unashamed Homeschool. Today I'm going to be reviewing and doing a flip through of Science for Little Hearts and Hands, the Sparks and Stars series. Let's get to the video. Okay, Science for Little Hearts and Hands by The Good and the Beautiful. This is what the set comes with. These are recommended for preschool through 2nd grade. They have a few different sets. There is Bones and Stones, Fields and Flowers, Wind and Waves, and Nests and Burrows. My son loves everything to do with space, so this is the first one he picked. This is the parent guide. There are only 30 lessons in each of the series. They are pretty short for younger kiddos who maybe can't sit through a full science lesson. So as you can see, this is the parent guide. There we go. Has your table of contents. You have a lesson overview. You always want to read everything, all the front matter in these books. It's always good to get you acquainted with the course, how to start it, what it includes, what materials you might need. They're really good about listing out all the activity supplies. And it's not much. A lot of the stuff you can find around your house. And a lot of the activities are actually optional. We did not do the majority of the activities here. Each lesson will give you the supplies needed up here. And for each lesson, almost all of them has this optional activity, which I think we skipped the majority of them. We did most of the main ones within the lesson. So as true to The Good and the Beautiful, it will, whatever is in yellow is what you as the parent either needs to read ahead. It'll say actually read to the child. This is what you read. And these are really fun. They're very simple experiments that you as the parent will do with the help of the child. And then at the very end, there's very short discussion questions. Let's see if I can zoom in there. What are the 3 main states of matter? These things that you can always help them with. This is not, a test for them or anything. We have atoms and molecules. Now, some of the lessons, you will get to this story time, and it will tell you which story you're going to go to. And that is in the big book of science stories. Here's your table of contents. And again, you can tell this is The Good and the Beautiful. The illustrations are really amazing, really beautiful. And then you as the parent will read the story to the child. They're very engaging. They always have kids as the characters, as the main characters in the stories. A lot of them are homeschooled. It's really neat. I love it when we can read about other homeschooled kids in fiction. And then at the end of each story, there's always a fun facts spread. And you can read these, you don't have to read them. We always did. My son always wants to know what everything says on the page. So again, you only read these stories when prompted in the parent guide. Just look how pretty that is. It's really pretty. It's one of the things I like about The Good and the Beautiful, but again, if you've watched my other videos, we will not be using them anymore, unfortunately. Another part of the lesson, there is some audio narration that goes with some of these lessons. Let me get to one. Here we go. So lesson 3, it has audio narration. Now when you purchase these, you'll be directed to an app that you can download. And it will have the lessons. So you'll go to Science for Little Hands and little hearts and hands. And for lesson 3 on the sparks and stars, you'll go to lesson 3. And then at the back of the book, we have popped all of ours out, but there's these little ponds in each one. So for lesson 3, we popped this one out. I don't remember exactly what it looked like, but I went ahead and we did keep them all. So you pop them out, you fold them, they make this cute little stand, and then you put it on the number 1, and the child is supposed to move it every time you hear a ding for the audio narration. So it'll read a little bit of the story or whatever it's talking about here. You'll hear a ding and they move it to 2. So it's a way to keep them engaged, keep them moving, try and paying attention throughout the lesson. And again, you have, so you go through all the little, my son would always like to do the little loops, go through all those little story prompts, and then again you have discussion at the end and an optional activity, which if you're a sciencey mom, you like to do all the experiments, by all means, go for it. So then we go through each of the planets. My son really loved to do all of those. We make a rocket ship. These are really fun. So the lessons are very short. Again, it is meant for preschool through 2nd grade. Keeps their attention. Then it goes into cars and trucks, which he also loves, airplanes, motors and engines. He really, really enjoyed this series. And that was Sparks and Stars from The Good and the Beautiful for Science for Little Hands, Little Hearts and Hands. Would I use this series again? I actually did use the Bones and Stones set for this year for my son's kindergarten year, which he really enjoyed. It has dinosaurs, fossils, those types of things. I'll do a flip through of that one as well. But again, if you watch my other videos, we are discontinuing our use of The Good and the Beautiful just because we do not support the LDS community. We have different beliefs. We are Christians. On top of that, The Good and Beautiful, while it is considered a Christian curriculum, is not gospel-centered. And there's a ton of videos out there. Don't take my word for it. Please go and do your own research. Do flip-throughs of the curriculum yourself. There's a ton of free curriculum from The Good and Beautiful. You can download it, look through the whole thing. It teaches good character, it teaches good morals, things like that, which are great. I'm not saying that's not a bad thing. We do need that, especially in this day and age. However, it is not gospel-centered. There is mention of God as the creator, creating beautiful things. This is The Good and the Beautiful. But it is not gospel-centered, and that is very important for our family, and I want that integrated throughout all of our subjects. So while it was fun, while we were using it, my son did enjoy it, we will not be using The Good and Beautiful from here on out. I hope this video was helpful. Please like, it's a good way to support my channel. I will put a link in the description box below if you're interested in checking this out or anything else with The Good and the Beautiful. Again, my name is Kristen with the Unashamed Homeschool. Thanks for watching. Have a wonderful day. Yes, you can homeschool. God bless.